North Central football time and the excitement of this season as we are 3 home and away matches away from the end of the minor round, and a massive game this week between the second and third place for the double chance Sea Lake Nandaly and the Donald the Royal Blues. To talk about it is from the Birchip Watcham Bulls, Dale Hinkley is with me. Dale, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, Flowman. Always good to be talking to you on a Friday night.
Oh, good to have you on board, and Saturday morning repeat. Last week you would have been pretty happy. Did you say good day to our old mate Ricky Allen out there on the field as Birchip Watcham scored against the Witchy-proof Narraport D's?
We did. Pretty contested game, as all matches across the league were last week, Flowman. Pretty wet day across the region. So, it was contested and we were very close by throughout the game. Yeah.
What did he have to say for himself? He kicked a goal. Did he? Any celebration from the great man?
No, he was pretty humble about it, and they were quite good, the Demons, and he contributed quite well with what he could do after coming back from that severe injury that he had. Yeah,
great stuff. Big Lockie Surrett contributed. Elliot Jeske having a bottler of a season. The Bull has shown what he can do in the Bull Yard, and James Linderbach and Carl Stevens and Joshua Booth got happening. Nathan Gordon, can't stop him. They tried, but he kicked 5, and Samuel Simmons with 3. I noticed that Castellano at 1 and Will Sheehan just the 1, so you're sharing it around a bit at the moment.
Yeah, we are. It's quite good down there to have Gordon slot back in, and he's kicked, I think, on return he's kicked 15 or 16 goals in 3 games, so straightening us up pretty well down there. And in the back line for us, James Linderbach, as you mentioned, is starting to crank into gear, and he's really a strong pillar for us back there.
Joe Kenny's a good player for the Witcher-proof Narraport. Jed Hummelhoff, I reckon, been one of their best this season. Spencer Allen never gives up trying, and Hummelhoff with a couple of goals led the way. Other matches of senior footy, it was a low scorer. St Arnaud 8-3-51 to Charlton 2-2-14. Unfortunately for the Navies, they won't get their win in that match for the season.
Yeah, unfortunately for Charlton, they weren't able to do that. And from those scorelines, pretty low scoring. It was very wet down there. I think they had 30-plus meals for the day, Flowman. So, it looked like that the home side in the Saints, Douglas kicked 4, and Jacob Tillage once again, featured in their top players. And, for Charlton, it's really just from here now to, rally together and rebuild on to next year.
You're going to have to. Reece Thompson's a good player, and they've got some good names. Aaron Walklake, Jed Thompson, as Charles Bertullo tried hard, but there's just no goal kicking at the moment for them. And Daniel Gifford, that was very good around the midfield for his side. The other matches, Wedderburn went down to Donald, 12-14, 86-10, 6-66. I thought that Wedderburn got closer than what even some may have thought to Donald, so probably an encouraging hit out for them.
Yeah, definitely. Plenty of positives for the Redbacks from this game, Flowman. Close contest all day by the scoreline at half-time. Only 2 points between them. For the Redbacks, Tom Campbell kicked 7 goals out of their 10 for the day, so he stood up as a tall forward in wet conditions. It's a pretty good effort. And Haddo for the Donald Royal Blues had 3 goals and, got best on. So, pretty good effort for him also, being a bit of a lighter framed midfielder in those conditions. And, it looks like that, going forward for the Redbacks, Winter Irving and Jackson Gawn had a really good day in their defence. So, that's going to go a long way to see how they compete in the finals later on in the season. But for the Royal Blues, big tick, and, Coach Brown will be pretty happy taking a bit of momentum into Sea Lake this week at home.
Oh, yes, he will. 3 each to Griffiths, Haddo and Vendetti with 2, and Tom Campbell 7, as you mentioned. Interesting, the last time the two sides played, Tom Campbell didn't get a goal that day, but this time he's got 7, so that just shows a real turnaround in the match. He's kicked 33 goals for the season too, which is an excellent effort from him in his red and black jumper. Over to the final match, Sea Lake Nandaly 26-17, 173 to Bort, 3-6-24. I reckon the tick for the Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers, Bort have been the best of the rest in a lot of ways. So this is a massive win for the Tigers. And look, they just didn't even get close, Bort, in this game.
Yeah, they didn't. So as you mentioned, big tick for Joel Donnan's team last week. Obviously, Bort have been the best of the rest, like you could say. Flowman, they've been pretty competitive, and for the Tigers to kick 25 plus goals in wet conditions like that, they'll take a lot out of that, and we'll need all of that against the Blues this week.
Yeah, Will Simpson 7, and that's interesting in itself because he's kicked 34 for the season now. I know that we talk about all their other power forwards that can kick him, but his last few weeks, here's what they've been: 7, 4, 3 and 6. So he's kicked 20 goals in the last 4 matches, and before that he hadn't done as much, so he's become one right to the fore, is Will Simpson. And on the other side of the ledger, it's been good to see how Ellis and Donnan and Elliott have supported up forward. They always kick goals. I know Billy McGuinness, that didn't look like he played in this match, so if he did, got 1 goal actually, so that's interesting in itself that they've changed their forward structure a little bit. All right, talking about structures and changing things, let's have a look at this. The big one is, I think, got to be Donald and Sea Lake and Daly. The two sides in A-grade football, senior football, are 2 and 3, reserves 1 and 2, and in under 14s 1 and 2. Wow, what a game of football it's going to be right from the early start to the day down there at the Donald Recreation Reserve.
Yeah, it will be, Flowman. Very strong contribution across all those grades. So this one is down at Donald. Looks like it's going to be a once again won and lost in the middle, I believe. Vendetti, Young, Ross Young, Haddo versus the likes of Mertz and the two Donnans. The size of the ground's much similar to up at Sea Lake. So they'll be able to both play their style of game and play to their structures, like you said. So, obviously it's going to be, second spot or a double chance is on the line. So there's a lot to play for in this one. I think that in the seniors, I'm tipping Donald maybe to just get up in this one.
You're right, going for a little upset maybe. I reckon the Sea Lake and Daly Tigers, they're taking all before them at the moment. Simpson and McGuinness up forward, the two big goal-kicking forwards. Mertz is having an absolute belter of a season. How about this in the ruck? We're going to see it for what it is going to be. Reece McNally taking on Ryan O'Sullivan. How about that for a duel there, Dale?
Yeah, no, really good duel that will be. Like both ends of the grounds, it's going to be good duels across the field. So spectators are going to get bang for their buck when they enter in tomorrow.
I reckon they will. Now, this is what I ask you. Do you know when you're playing footy, there's another game that's being played, and even while you're playing, you actually stop and think about that other game and how it might be going? Did you ever do that, and would you be doing that this weekend, thinking about having a look at that other game?
Oh, no, I think we've got plenty on our hands at George Cartwright this week, Flowman. We've got the Redbacks, so...
just digging a bit, just digging.
Yeah, no, we'll be focusing on what we can control, and that's Wedderburn tomorrow.
All right, tell me how you're going to do it, because I know I've seen your side, haven't got theirs yet, but I reckon there's 3 big-name players out of your side at the moment, out of your best 21.
Yeah, there is. So, Marshall Rippon's got a bit of a hamstring issue at the moment. Lockie Foot's the same with his knee, and brother Clayton, he's still he's out with the flu, so that gives a good opportunity for other players. And with Wedderburn this week, I think that their strengths are probably that half back line, so we're going to have to be pretty wary of that. Gordon and Winter Irving will probably have a good tussle. Gordon hasn't had that opponent yet in the league, so I think that'll be one to watch. And also Sheehan and young Jackson Gawn, who's named and featured in most of their close contests against bigger teams. So I think he's a rising star for the Redbacks and one to watch. And not sure if Hargraves is named, as you said, that their list is not posted just yet, Flowman. But it's going to be a close one, and good conditions after a frosty morning. Yeah,
Tom Campbell is, as I mentioned earlier, kicking bags of goals. So who do you put on him?
Probably Joey Reid at back 6. Quite flexible, but young Joey Reid, probably the one. He took him last time and handled him quite well, but Tommy Campbell's in form and kicks pretty straight, so he's also fun to watch. Charlton
play the old adversary, Witcher-proof Narrowport. Oh, this is down at Charlton Park, and this will be an absolute beauty for Witcher-proof's chances again to be the best of the rest, and I say that with the fact that the bottom sides play the other bottom sides this weekend, so this is a real opportunity for Witchy.
Yeah, it is. It'll be probably Demons Day tomorrow. Put it down to Flowman. They'll probably have a really good win. They're playing Rumbold forward, which is a bit different to see. He's usually a reliable backman for them. And last week I saw him firsthand. think it's Matt Beckerman. He was quite well in their forward line. So, yeah, I think they will have a good day. And for Carlton, they've just obviously, got to focus and bring some more energy and enjoy what they can.
Can do that and finish the season maybe with a win. But what take on St Arnan? I guess if we're looking at premiership table positions and Bort's situation, they're in fifth spot with 16 points. If Witcherproof were to snatch another win, that would change. But Bort would have to lose to, say, St Arnan here. St Arnan are 12 premiership points, so they're in the hunt too. So if they've been the best for the rest, it's a really good weekend in that sense. Maybe that's the sort of little things you play for when you're not playing finals.
Yeah, definitely. And also, keep giving plenty of game time to the likes of Tom Potter. He's been, really good for Port Magpies, that is. I think he's an up-and-coming good player for them. And, Nathan Twigg coming across from Serps, a big pillar for them in the middle. And, I think most opposition's sides would, respect how he's gone about it in the North Central. So, plenty of positives to take out of this one. I think Bort will get up.
I reckon so. Birchip Watcham is the venue at George Cartwright where you'll be. Is there a big night on? Anything like any casseroles or something? I've been talking about food a bit earlier with none other than the star Southern Mallee Giant in Coleman Shack. And last weekend they had the goods and services and they had a casserole night. And I would have almost gone over for it.
Yeah, no, you've got a good nose on you, man. I think it might be a casserole night, but it's usually a good spread. And you got 2 home games in a row, and this week we've got Wedderburns, but there's a couple of premiership reunions on this weekend, so there should be a bit of support there across the day.
Oh, great stuff. Bit of support for the kitchen folk too. Do a great job, and the canteen folk under the scoreboard, also at the George Cartwright Oval. And I'm looking forward to catching up with folk at the field days up at Speed. Yourself too, being a farmer, that'll be great, and looking forward to that. You have a great weekend, Dale.
Thanks, Flowman.